without a loss. Heads across this spectacular soy sauce. Third in line victory for Hell High. Then time for Lost in the Sauce. Will you win or fall to defeat? Question does pop start number 3 beat? We'll see. We'll see. Pop star 3 beat or complete. New winner of RBG.
It's a really big tournament. Let the battle rage. We're the survivors left for dead. We'll fight to the end. We just get wiped. I misspelled it. I don't even know my own song. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world, and thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK. I'll be your caster and cameraman for today, and I am rolling with not J. Nine himself, my co-caster. How you doing, my friend?
Shout out J. How you doing, MK?
Oh my gosh, I had to say J. because right when I was giving you a shout out, he just subbed 10 gifted subs to my channel, so I'm sorry. Thank you, J. You didn't have to do it, my friend. I just wanted to do the best that I could and not let everybody down.
Well, cheers, buddy. We've got a great match that is soon going to be underway. Bocchi the L4D2 up against Fear Factory. These teams have got some history here, MK. Facing off in, I believe, Maze Cup a few months ago. Fear Factory knocked Bocchi the L4D2 out during playoffs of the Maze Cup. And they also beat Osu. So Fear Factory did excellently in Maze Cup. We'll see if they can find the same success. And we are into it, MK.
And we are going live. RBT7 loser bracket knockout round is going live. Remember, the loser goes home here now. Fear Factory against Bocchi. We'll do a rundown as soon as his first hit is over. First tank is going to be at 77%. It's going to be very late. Spawns go in. Hunter is in. Jockey is in. Hunter finds a target simultaneously with the Jockey. The Boomer pops, which sends the Jockey Survivor moving very quickly. That was a little jank, but the hit is in the book, 2%. And for Fear Factory, we have Chris, Sheep, Hydro, Fun Factory, which I believe is Bravo, and then why don't you take away Bocchi?
And for Bocchi, we got Liu, Asari, Yeah, and Mui. That first hit, the Smoker and the Spitter rather, not going to be connecting, but we got another hit lining up here for the choke point. Going to be a Charger, Smoker, Boomer, Spitter, another 2-2, I do believe.
Yeah, it is, but it's not the worst 2-2. They do have an alley-oop with that that Smoker-Charger combo, and look at that and all. Looks like they're planning on the Charger pull. Maybe they can capitalize on it. Right now, they've done pretty much no damage to Bocchi so far. Let's see what they do. Next set of spawns coming away, and we'll have Null take it away as soon as they transition over.
Okay, so still waiting here for Bocchi to take the plunge, so to speak. Rochelle is in, got the last two hopping up and over very gingerly. Smoker is going to spawn in. Charger is able to connect with Asari. Smoker on the other side, getting some smacks in. That charge spit will be a connection, going to bring him down 10% with the boom on the back, MK.
Wow, what a Charger. Just stole the Sari and took him backwards. And the pull goes forward, was cleared slow. Like you said, that is a ton of damage going on to Bocchi. About 10%. Tank coming up. It looks like they're going to have to take a hit inside the house before they get the tank up, though, coming up here now.
Yeah, it does look like they are going to have to do that. Two members already inside. The Hunter's ricocheting around outside. This SI is trying to get in there. Wow, look at this play. Okay, they will eventually land for just a couple ticks, but that was a beautiful hit, in my opinion, through that house. And Bocchi has saved the day here, headed into the tank in just a moment.
Yeah, they salvaged that. The Charger wanted to come through the window. Looks like they wanted to grab the last guy there now, but not having the Smoker to make that pull makes it very, very difficult to kind of capitalize on the separation that they've seen. But either way, like you said, Bocchi goes through. That'll be the third SI attack, and that makes the average per hit now about 5% and all. And that second hit was very devastating, but not much coming out from the other two.
Right. Exactly. Able to at least cash in on that one big hit to make it a nice even 5% per hit. We're going to have Chris coming in for Fear Factory's first tank. Of course, he is going to be trying to volley that car into play. Got plenty of time to work with. Fear Factory going to have a Charger jockey and a Smoker to help him out. Just going to send in that charge, sack it out, able to get a smack, and going to be waiting here to see what Sheep gets.
Yep, the hittable is coming in. Chris, it looks like he's going to have to start making his way in. He's running out of frustration, down to 90% frustration. And like you said, I think he's just waiting for Sheep. What's the spawn going to be? It's going to be a Boomer. I think they're going to try to sack this. I don't know if they keep it, but it is kind of mid to high ping. I don't know, Null. It looks like it's going to be tough to sack it and be able to hold without losing about 1,000 bonus, and they're going to try to do it.
Ooh. Okay, they waited out about, 10% frustration there before they even sent in the boom. Now Chris is going to be dangerously low as far as that frustration goes, 40%. He is taking some chip, nothing too devastating, but he does go down about 500 plus. Make it 750 as he is going to engage here. Hunter Jockey Smoker does get the car decently in, is going to head in here. He also has that police car. Ignores Ellis altogether. Ooh, double in cap. They will be able to clear that out though. Car comes out and down goes Rochelle. Jockey fighting with her, and the car comes straight in. It looks like he wants to kill off no. Going to decide against it as the survivors are all dipping out of here, MK. They are leaving left for dead. We'll see what he can do. He's got plenty of frustration.
Yep.
Charger jockey boom.
This is the smart play here now. They're just holding W. They only have a 2-cap with a Boomer, and they know it. They'll still walk in with over 500 bonus with 3 survivors, and this is the good play. They got to try to delay them. The Boomer coming in, the Charger. They go for a death charge, and they get it! Oh, my goodness, but it looks like they're going to make it in with 2, but that is a death charge and a death with the car? Oh, my gosh, now what are we witnessing right now?
Now, I'm not sure if I casted this with you, but there was definitely a match that I casted recently where a team did decide to do this. They lost one of their players. I believe it was in fact to that exact same police car, and they immediately called the dip. They walked straight into a tri-cap, and it did not work out at all for them. Bocchi is finding a little bit more success here. They will get 140 bonus still locked in, as well as 414 distance. So, at least they're able to salvage it.
As the AI tank goes in to clean everything up after they've already completed the map. But if we do a little quick rundown on the points here, remember the distance is 500 and all. So even though they lost 2 survivors, they still managed to get plus 54. Which
Right.
I believe, due to the circumstances, when you got death charged and you got hit by a hittable, and 2 survivors die, and you still walk out with plus 54. I mean, due to the situation, I think Bocchi would be happy to the circumstances, but I think also Fear Factory would be happy the fact that they pretty much got to the safe room with no points.
Yeah, you were talking about it being like 500 plus bonus, but that death charge did bring it right back down to speed. We do have a Hunter jockey with the spit boom. Boom goes over, not able to connect. This underpass hit is set up, ready to go. Of course, of course. And they do go on Fear Factory's front line, but everything gets mopped up with ease. Standing spit just going to be delaying for a bit, but the damage is not out at all whatsoever. 100% MK.
Yep, they are going to be able to push on. They're pretty much taking this clean so far. Fear Factory. Also, Bocchi, remember, they can't lose or they go home now, so there is no extra upper opportunities for either one of these teams. They do have a tri-cap with Spit coming up. It's going to be 100, I believe. Good sack orders. Once again, the hiccups have haunted me. I'll let you take this hit away again now so I can calm things down.
Absolutely. We got a Hunter, Smoker, Charger, and a Spitter. As you, of course, know, this is a late tank. So we're not going to have any run back business here. We are just going to have this choke point as per usual. Very high damage potential at this choke point. We'll have to see how it plays out. Always have a little bit of extra care here as they approach. We do have Ellis already having dropped through. Rochelle joins in. Chris and Sheep not committing quite yet. And the spawns are in. Smoker going to try to get the pull, but it won't. Hunter is going to be the only connection. Hunt into Spit. Will connect with Nick at the Spit will at least. Smoke pulls through for a bit. And it will be a nice 7% hit. Not quite as successful as Fear Factory's was, but still getting the damage in.
Reload.
Yeah, it is. They're starting to stack up. It looks like the hiccups have finally left me, so I'll jump back in here with you for a little bit. And they're coming up to the house. So it looks like Fear Factory's taking us a little slower, though. They haven't pushed the issue because I think they know there's no spitter. So there is no real issue to run through the house. So they're just going to clear out the commons, take their time. They're at 92.6% bonus. Boomer's going to pre-spawn in the house. Hunter's on the rooftop, trying to pick that Boomer through the wall. Now remember when Fear Factory attacked here, they were down to 80 or 85% when Bocchi spawned tank. So Bocchi could get about 7% here. They can even it up. It's going to be tough without a spitter and down a spawn. And they're just going to send it here. And everything's just eventually the hunter figured it out eventually, but they'll only get 1 point of damage with that hit. Actually, I think there was about 1% of friendly fire that just went down there now. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah, I think there was a lot of friendly fire, buddy, trying to shoot that hunter. But it looks like tank's going to be up now. I don't know if they get another hit. Smoker, Spitter. Let's see what the last two spawns will be. Boomer Jockey. It's a poo too.
It certainly is. They just go ahead and send it in. And the Survivor is going to be facing down the tank with exactly 1,000 bonus. We'll see how much they survive with. Liu going to be the first tank for Bocchi the L4D2.
Yeah, they're like you said, they're sitting at a perfect 1,000. And they would, if they could walk in with these points, it would be the last possible tick of damage they can take to be classified as a perfect round with that 90.9% bonus. It's a rare occasion that we get to see it and all, but I believe it only happened once this whole tournament. But with teams this high skill, we ain't going to see that for sure. We'll just have to see when Liu gets the tank in. He has a hunter, he has a charger. I wonder if they're going to sack the charger now for a smoker jockey tri-cap. I wonder what they're going to do.
We'll see. It's what Fear Factory chose to do on their SI side.
That one's mine.
They're going to keep that charge though. Yeah, they're going to keep it. I think I don't know if they're going to get a smoker or a jockey. I know that smoker died before tank spawn, so if that's a jockey, that'll probably be in favor for Fear Factory because they don't have a pull to commit. And it's going to be... It's a smoker. They got it. Bocchi's tank in. Take it away, now.
Okay, the engage out of Bocchi here. Liu volleying that car forward and is just going to go in. Gets a nice first smack onto Hydro. The SI support is up. Smoker tongue gets cleared. Car out. Not quite. Hunter on top of Hydro is going to go for the 1-2 rock punch. Lands it. Charger got nothing to do here. Goes back inside the house. Comes back out for some scratches alongside the smoke. Tank goes down. One in cap. That's going to be it, MK.
Yeah, they get one in cap. I think 2 slaps and an in cap is what came out of there as far as damage spread from Liu, which was 3 punches plus the 2 that got the down. And yeah, that's about the damage that Liu got. Pretty average tank. A little bit above average tank, I would say, because they got the 2 extra punches. The typical 1 in cap and go. But Fear Factory at 701 bonus.
Yeah.
And right now they only have a Poo 2 to deal with.
Oh my.
This is the last chance for Bocchi, I would say here now, unless they go right now, and they need to go quickly, and they're going to send it. The jockey is in, the smoker is in. Both spawns miss. Smoker dead, jockey dead. Quad sack incoming. But I'm just going to be close if they can send it. No, I don't know if they're going to get all the spawns up in time.
Yeah, this has been looking pretty devastating for Bocchi ever since that tank died and continues to be that way. We've got Asari still going to wait 6 seconds here for his spawn in as Fear Factory approaches the safe room. Hunter's going to do his best, but they are just going to walk it in, shut it up, and over a double lead for Fear Factory after Chapter 1. Massive Chapter 1.
Yes, it is. The tone has been set. The only thing that I would say that's very beneficial for Bocchi in the situation that they're in here now is that they have the next 3 chapters worth a lot of points. That is one benefit for them. So they can make, if they can make up about a couple hundred per chapter, they could even this out quite easily just by winning the round by about 200 per map.
Yeah, for sure. This is, not particularly a unique scenario where that first chapter is not worth a ton, but it is still great for momentum wise for Fear Factory to be breaking out here. Chapter 2, always an interesting one here at Detour Ahead. And I do think we need, let's see, can we get an extra slot?
Yeah, I got it. I added it.
Excellent, excellent.
Remember, Nall, just so you are aware of, you do have access to that command too.
Hell yeah.
It is exclamation C slot space and the number, and that'll work for the casters. Only casters have access to that. Which would be you, myself, Papinas, I believe, Monty. But we'll focus the attention here as they're going in. They're going to have a 2-2. Hunter Smoker. Oh, the Hunter goes in. Oh, he gets stuck in the door, gets blasted out. The Boomer misses. The Spitter dies off at the end. The sack order was questionable. Damage was also minimal. Ooh.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you, MK. Ever since, post-tank, really, especially post-tank for me, the hits from Bocchi have just been falling flat. I know we haven't seen a ton of them, but they've looked like a lot to be desired with them. So we'll see if Bocchi can fix it up here. They've got this house hit that we see teams very often hit at. Going to be available. The Hunter spawns in, drops around behind the house. He's going to have a Charger Jockey and a Boom to help him out. And I want to see, Bocchi get back into the flow of things and find some semblance of a hit here.
Yeah, they're really being patient, aren't they, with their SI?
Yeah, right.
I mean, no matter what, they only get one more hit before tank, so I guess it's not the worst idea to kind of set this up for the opportunity they get. So,
exactly.
But man, look at Fear Factory just stayed in the woods, blocking almost everything. The Charger's gonna have a heck of a rocket to get in there.
Yeah, he's way up in the hills, going for spawn, another area code. Jockey's gonna start the engagement. The little stumble, that's gonna be it. Mui is gonna be the tank here. So it looks like at this point, the SIs might just be opting for a run-back hit once the tank comes in.
Yeah, I do agree. I think they just want to see if they can delay the run back and try to get a hittable in place here. He's already bringing one in, too. Ooh, it's getting kind of close. I don't know if the SI can slow this down. The Charger gets melted. The Hunter despawned. The hittable's coming in. Oh, it's in the tree. It's unfortunate for them. So I don't think anything is in danger for Fear Factory. The Hunter will land but gets skeeted. The Sedan is not going to make it in. Well, it's flying through, but I don't think it's going to land on anybody. And nope. I think they should be able to retreat safely now. Not Infected couldn't slow him down enough. Yeah, was spawned in as the Hunter for like a good minute there, just hopping around, being a nuisance, but never actually gets to commit for much of anything. We are going to have a Smoker Jockey Boomer here. The Smoker, of course, already spawning in. Boomer likely going to be sacking in as well. He does find two. He might go for that now. Where's the commons? I don't even see him. I don't
You hear them, but
they
yeah, they're
delayed?
climbing up. They're climbing up top.
Oh, they're at the safe room. Oh, he should go in right away. That's so many commons now. And he is. Take it away.
Yeah.
This is Bocchi. Take it away.
Okay, so in he goes. We got the Jockey on the head in the back line. Charger is ready. Actually just goes for the smacks. Does find the Charger all the way into the utility closet. In the meantime, down goes Ellis. We've got a Smoker following up and will die off. 4,000 health left on Mui. Needs to not throw it away at this point. Chris has been getting ridden by the Jockey the entire time, but it does look like they're eventually going to be able to finish this up. Still a lot of damage sunk in by Mui. The disengage does come out, but we'll have to wait and see if he can make anything of it. Going to have to give that curve rock some room. Coach does try to find the pickup, gets slowed down by threat of Hunter. Hunter's still at 130 HP. Boom is able to connect once again. We've still got Mui in here with 400 HP. Charger goes in, connects the double cap, and they will be able to find the wipe here, MK, against all odds. Wow, Bocchi does lock in, and they find The full wipe, 250 points. That's all Fear Factory's gonna get.
Did you see? They cleared the charger, and the tank died with 2 HP when he got the last punch. Oh, it was so close. When I thought,
Insane.
I thought there was a huge misplay by the tank not going to cover the jockey guy, but it turned out to work in their favor. He delayed until the Boomer, Charger, and Hunter were able to get in there with 406 HP, and then he body blocked it, but they cleared the charger, and he got the punch with 2 health. I cannot believe that. It's crazy, nah.
Yeah. Well, proving me wrong as far as my concerns about Bocchi's SI side. They turn it around massively with a tank wipe. We'll see what Fear Factory can do as they shift over to their SI side. Gonna have a Smoker, Hunter, Spitter, and a Boomer start off this engagement.
All right, remember this map is worth 600 points. If Bocchi makes the safe room alone, that'll put them almost back into the lead, but let's see what they could do. Spawns are about to go in. Hunter and Smoker are the only 2 cappers. The other 2 is going to be support. And damage will be a little difficult with the first hit.
Ooh!
And what a shot.
Okay.
Yeah. Said no fun factory for you. Smoker lands. Boomer and Spitter are going to sack at the end. They're going to go for a quad try. And that's going to be quad goose eggs on the board, I believe now, unless somebody runs through the spit.
That was a very impressive skeet to start off the Survivor side for Bocchi.
Survivor just got bodied with the shotgun for 5 HP. Liu just got bodied by one of his teammates. But there's a quad coming on. I don't know if they can pull it off out here in the open, but I don't think they're going to wait to hit on the run back. I think you got to try to see if you can wipe when you have 4 cappers.
Yeah, I didn't particularly like the hit on the run back anyways. It didn't seem to be like the most effective percentage to roll it out at. So I'm with you, MK. I definitely want to see Fear Factory try out this quad on for size.
Look like they're going to take it a little slow. I wouldn't be the surprise if the Survivors shopped in the house to see if there's anything afterwards. I'm actually flying through it to see, but I don't see anything. But that's what they're doing. I figured, they're going to send a quad, so you might as well do all the shopping you can for free when they give it to you. But the more that we're waiting here, the no. Actually, no. It looks like. Actually, that's the tank. They're not going to send the quad. That's interesting. Nah, they're going to save it.
We saw the exact same thing. The jockey being sent in by Bocchi as the same tank. So interesting scenario there. They just send it in, try to get a scratch, and we'll see how they hit on the run back. It's definitely not impossible. If they can find a little more success than Bocchi can find. Factory.
All right, they're about to get it up. Let's see, he's in, and he does not get his spawn. He gets a spawn timer, which won't hurt him very bad, though, because Bocchi hasn't pushed the issue. They are now. The Boomer, it misses his rocket, but Ellis was covering it. Here goes the Smoker. Here goes the Charger. They're a little far behind, but Bocchi kind of waited for a minute. That actually kind of worked for Fear Factory. Hittable's coming in. This is going to be flying through the air. Nope, it doesn't make it, and now the SI are just chasing. And I don't see a situation where we're going to see a flying hit. Oh, they landed. The Charger lands. Oh, here it comes. Oh, it almost hits him. Here it comes. Ellis. So close. They still have the Smoker. He's going to have to watch. Here it comes again. Oh, my goodness. The Smoker's kind of out of position now, and I think they'll be able to get back safe. And that got a little hairy there, Nah. A little bit.
It definitely did. Ellis actually got caught up on the tree limb. It looked like he just was stuck on it for a good 2-3 seconds. Charger comes in, tries. Oh my God! Almost walks into the van to the face right there, MK. And it does look like they're going to be able to walk into that gas station eventually.
Looks like, actually, right now they can play kind of aggressive. There's really no hittables in place except for this van, and this van is really janky. It's not very fast when it's punched, and it looks like. Bocchi is going to decide to back off and not play it that aggressive. Oh my goodness, they could just take it outside right now. There's no danger outside. Hey, take it back. There is now a cop car. I don't know what I'm talking about. But they're going to push some chip onto him. They get him down a couple hundred. He is in through the window. Fun Factory Bravo is in. He gets his first punch out about 4K. He switches. He's a Survivor outside. Throws a questionable rock. It lands. There's a Survivor outside. Somebody's cleared. He gets another punch in cap. 2,600 HP. Still very healthy. He's trying to play another Survivor. He can't catch anybody. He's got to make a commitment, but he has no help. And this is a dead Bravo.
Woo!
And Bocchi survives. Wow, what a take from them. Let's see what the bonus is after the pickup. They'll be at 67.5 after the pill pop. And we could see a shift in momentum depending how the rest of this chapter goes, nah.
Absolutely. Got a ton of bonus still up for grabs. That tank was not necessarily the most convincing. We'll see. It's going to take a lot of cleanup here as Bocchi continues to hold on to 2/3 of their bonus post-tank.
Not dead yet.
Yeah, indeed, he was very healthy when he got the end cap. Unfortunately, his support was that was the longest smoker pull I've ever seen. That was from so far away. Smoker is chasing. None of them seem interested in going after the Smoker. They're just holding W. This is actually a smart play because they know there's a 2-2, and they sack for a quad. And Bocchi just navigated about, what is that, 50% of the way through the map with no attacks.
Yeah, they got free entryway up into this event, and of course this event is very scary, and they're gonna have a quad to hit with at it, but they have given them a lot of room here, and sometimes setting up for this hard does not always pay off. It's gonna be a massive punch to Fear Factory's egos here if they can't find something with this quad.
I agree, and they're being very patient. They're going to wait for the next transition forward. Smoker looks like he wants to grab one in the back, but they don't see the opportunity yet, I would say. Charger is going to go from the front. Smoker is now relocating. It's going to cause everybody to have to wait. Smoker probably... Oh, this Smoker's going to be tough to land if he's going to pull from there. I don't know if I agree with it. And the Smoker does land. I eat my words. It's going to be a double rolling double cap. That was complicated to say, but it was a rolling double cap. The damage wasn't the greatest. It's about 10% and all. And I think they only have time for 2 more hits, and they're going to have to go quickly at the military tent. If they don't go there, I don't think they get a chance for 2 more hits.
Yeah, I mean, these survivors are still really fast. They've got 2 sets of pills as well. They're lining up. They're sending it quick. Boomer is already dead. Jockey spawned in. Charger is going to connect with Rochelle. Or, I'm sorry, Ellis not able to... Yeah, that was Rochelle there, but locking a little bit of spit. But other than that, they're going to continue pressing through. I'm interested to see... Okay, they do go to turn off the event, and there is going to be that final hit for Fear Factory. We have seen this final hit take so many damn points away from the survivors. The question is, will it happen here tonight?
Yeah, we will have to see where they're going to start pushing down. They don't have a spitter, though. That's the only downside to them. They're going to have to rely on all the cappers and to get some boom survivors separated on the inside of this house. These points right now, they have over 50% of the total points and probably the most difficult choke point coming up on the chapter now. Let's see what they could do when they send it in. And there's also a car alarm on the inside, but I don't know how much that'll come into play. Let's see. No, take it away. Last hit from Fear Factory. On to Bocchi.
Okay, absolutely. We got Smoker, Hunter, Charger, and the Boom. Not going to have the spit. Hunter, they're going to send it right here. Bocchi immediately drops down. Smoker, Hunter, Charger, just smacking away. Eventually goes in, but he doesn't get the actual charge. And Bocchi will take a hit for sure. Will be about worth 100 points, but they're going to be able to keep the lion's share of these points and lock in over 1,000 of them as we head into Chapter 3.
Yeah, we'll see a point lead for sure, but not by much. I think it's going to be about 200 points now. It's going to be real close. Let's see. Actually, a little bit more. 300. 304 will be their point delta. And that was a complete rotation after Chapter 1, and this is Detour Head living up to its name with these huge chapter scores. And the next one is going to be 700, and then we got an 800 chapter score now. Anything can happen, yet it is not out of reach for anybody.
Yeah, of course, Detour Head is one of those maps where we see the tug of war come into full effect, the leader often switching between each chapter. You saw it here happen right here. With a large win on Chapter 1, straight into a tank wipe in Chapter 2. We'll see how this follows up with Chapter 3, but MK, tank is going to be at 80%.
That is a very late tank spawn. That is a complete swap from what we were seeing, the match that we casted before this one. These have some late tanks on them now instead of some early tanks. And before we get this round live, let's do a few shout-outs for people in here. Xiao, War Turtle, Zolo, Vengeance, shout out to you guys. But also, look at the set of spawns that they have now. They have a Charger Hunter Jockey Spitter on this fire escape. This is disastrous for the opening attack from the survivors on both sides. As far as damage output, we could see 10% damage coming out from both teammates. And now there's one thing that I would like to call out here that I've seen some people do now. I don't know if you've noticed this, but if survivors hold W out the door, jump over the railing, and land on the railing below, they all will lose 7 health points. I wonder if it's worth it just to jump over and take the damage to avoid having to take that railing hit.
Interesting. We'll see if that comes into play. This could be such a deadly hit. 10% absolutely, over 20 or over 10% not out of the question either if things go absolutely sideways for one of these survivor sides. And they're not going to be out of the thick of it yet. We've got a stairwell hit after a while. We've got them dropping into the sewers. Even just the transition to the sewers can be quite deadly. And then if they survive all of that, they've got the tank facing them down. So this starting hit is going to be incredibly important.
Absolutely. I cannot wait to see how they're going to take it, if they're just going to accept the damage. But there's still a lot of commons out there. So also doing one thing, taking a risk and taking free damage also into a bunch of commons is another problem. Maybe I'm overthinking the situation, but let's see how they choose to take it. Look how they're bunched up at the door. I wonder if they're actually thinking about it.
Yeah, this is a great charge scenario too, but charge set up over to the side. They do get the hunter spawn in and take it back inside.
Yeah, I think they might bait this quite a bit. I think they might even bait this all the way up to let a horde come in. I wouldn't be surprised if they let that bait timer hit 0.
Wow!
Whoa! He got caught.
He sure did.
And here they go. Jockey goes Charger. It's gonna land. It's gonna be a double in the spit. Oh my gosh, the damage is still going up. No. We were talking about it, and look at that damage go up. That is 20%. And Bravo saying, pick my hunter, will you? Well, you're gonna lose 20 HP for it. My teammates got my back.
that was a 3 hit. It turned into over 20% of the bonus. How devastating onto Bocchi. And they've got to deal with this climb up as well. They are going to be able to go. Oh, well, Boomer does spawn in. Hunter does as well. They've got the smoker to pull down if they desire. One boom comes out. They're spawning in right here. They're going to send it in. Not getting to well, hello, finally, what? Okay, finally gonna clear up that Hunter. Hunter getting some free damage there.
That is so much damage for 2 hits. I mean, they only took about 5% from the second one, but that lowers the average per hit down to about, what is that, 12.5% per hit or something like that. That is just amazing damage coming out by the special infected Fear Factory, capitalizing on the separation from Bocchi. But now Bocchi's probably going to have to slow down here, clear out these commons. Oh man, looks like they're going to keep pushing. I don't know now, this is a little risky.
We've got another hit in. Okay, yeah, the charge drops it in over too. He's going to land right onto Nick in the spin as well. Try boom. Oh my god, Nick goes down.
Yeah, now the ink cap goes out. Now they have no choice but to keep pushing. I mean, Bowie was down to about 20 and change in HP. I don't think they needed to push all the way down this alley now. Maybe just staying back there with nobody bleeding out in the open, clearing the comments might have been the better play. But we will never know now. Now that they have a quad incoming, and they're probably going to be safe inside the house from this quad. I don't see them sending it in here.
A quad looming over the heads of the already quite damaged Bocchi. They are going to be allowed entryway through the house, but this quad will be striking them at any moment once they leave.
You know what? No, I think they should have kept the spitter.
Right. Yeah, it could. They do lock in the charge spit, but I think that you're right. They could have kept it on top of the building and not sent it in. Regardless, Fear Factory is going to choose to be conservative with this squad, of course. But I'm interested to see when they send it, MK.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I thought maybe keeping the spitter would be better because they get hit inside the house to get more hits, but they had to wait till they come out here. There is just no way to land here. They're going to send it. The Charger, and oh man, that's unfortunate for the Charger. The jockey body blocked him from trying to cover him. They'll get more damage. But man, look at the chip that they have done, and they're only got halfway through the map, and they exhausted 40% of the bonus already. That's a lot.
It is quite a lot. I think it could have been even more if that Smoker wasn't playing around the alarm card to set up the double cap on the back line. But regardless, as Bocchi takes their way into the sewers, the action is only going to heighten from here. The boom does get popped. Still got a Jockey Charger spit. It looks like they are ready to send it when the survivors continue dropping down. They send in this standing spit. They land with the charge. Jockey on the head of Nick. Oh my god, MK, it's a disaster.
Oh, the DB is pretty much non-existent now. It's going to be almost nothing. They do have 2 pills yet, so the one benefit is they're not going to have people slow for the tank unless they take more damage getting to the tank. No, I don't know what's going to happen. Spawns are coming up too. Smoker Hunter a few seconds out from the rest of the hit.
Wow, and yeah, I love the spit just going first there, just sending it in, saying even if these SIs miss, we're going to get a pool of spit that y'all are going to be standing under the whole time, and they lock in it all the same. This hit comes straight in, double boom to start us off. Charger drops down, finds Nick, lands him. The Hunter comes out, smoke as well, double cap to finish off the hit. Beautifully done. Survivors continue to bleed out.
Yeah, and yeah is all the way down to 43 is bleed. This means the tank's going to have an easy corner onto at least one survivor, and it's looking very dreadful for Bocchi right now. It's going to be hard for them to survive this tank unless they find a set of pills here for and I don't think they found any. No, this is very dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, Rochelle even takes some damage from that standing spit. Boom comes in, finds Liu with it. And they've got a quarter of this bonus left, which is actually a surprisingly large amount, just shy of 400 points.
But I don't know if they're going to be able to shut down all the spawns in order to survive this tank now, just to get the full distance. They only got 503 so far. And it's going to be Hydro's tank. He is not going to send it in until he's probably second pass, about 30% frustration. Yeah, it's already 1 punch. And Mui is going down even more quicker. And if you see Asari is also 3, Liu is 3. That's the only benefit for their survivors right now.
And I like this setup by Bocchi. They've got 3 going for the super aggressive chip, sitting Rochelle back, and the tank is coming in, MK.
Oh, and he gets double charged. It'll be the easy in cap. He is down to about 3,300. There goes the cap at 2,000. There gets the in cap, and there's going to be the wipe, just as we expected.
Yeah, nothing too surprising there. Bocchi, due to how late this tank is, Bocchi will still be able to lock in 508. We'll have to wait and see. Unless Fear Factory can get in with a lot of bonus, this will still be pretty even after everything's said and done on Chapter 3.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, if they, like you said, if no bonus at all, it's 21-26. It's only a 100-point game going into Chapter 3. So, I mean, anything could still happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and we still got 2 chapters left.
Another thing, of course, we take it back to the beginning of Chapter 3, and we have this entire discussion again of just how scary this intro hit is. We saw it with our own 2 eyes, over 20% put in by Fear Factory onto the backs of Bocchi to start off the chapter. We'll see how much success Bocchi can find here now that it's their SI side. And I don't know, I mean, 20% is not out of the range of impossibility, but it's going to take some good execution to find the same success that Fear Factory found.
Yes, and I was actually incorrect. It's a map and a half, not 2 chapters left.
Right.
Half chapter and then the other side. But I do think it's very, very difficult to mount a comeback on this finale. Anything more than 400 points is so difficult in order to lock it in due to how close quarters, charge spits everywhere, spit delays, and all that situation. But here comes that opening hit. It's going to be a tri-cap with the spitter. No smoker. And if we go to the other side, remember it was 20% now. Let's see what they can do when they choose to send in their attack.
For the moment, Fear Factory is just going to be cleaning out those commons. They've got about 8 commons still down below that they can't even really get vision on. And that's the one thing that's kind of awkward about this too, is you're looking down, but the hit's going to be coming from above. So they are going to have to be careful of that, but the SIs are keeping it chill here, allowing the survivors to clear out all the commons, and down they go. They bet out the hunter spawn, run it back inside. Okay, they begin going down the fire escape. They all get down. The jockey breaks down the door, gets bullied down. Charge dies. They hunt spit attempt, but it gets cleaned up. Oh my god, MK. 98.6%. They continue trudging through.
Yeah, clean take by Fear Factory. Bocchi waited till they got off the fire escape. I don't think the Charger quite had the angle on getting that rocket in there. And they go for the attack after they hit the ground. Damage will be minimal. I didn't even see the sack order. Let's see what they get. It'll be a tri-cap with boom. Looks like the smoker wants to grab one. As they try to transition down, I don't know if they can get it. Oh, they're being very patient. This is a very dangerous take here. If they can manage to get a survivor separated with the pole, there is depth charge possible. Wait, what? How did that happen?
I don't know either, MK, but it did happen nonetheless. We're going to have the CIs run up. But the jockey spawns in. He runs through. He gets killed. Smoker into the charge. It is going to land onto Chris. He brings him all the way down. Does eventually get cleaned up right into the triple boom, though.
That didn't in-cap him. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Somehow I think Chris got a little lucky there. I thought that would have been an in-cap from that high, but either way, only 3% damage comes off, and right now Bocchi is kind of with their back on the wall, and Fear Factory's holding W with the spawn up. I don't know about this now. If they gotta, okay, they're backing up.
Yeah.
I was gonna say they're all green. I don't think there's any reason to push. They're still in a situation where the infected get hit with a rocket off the top. It doesn't look like they're gonna do it though. They're just gonna wait patiently for them to take the stairs.
Right. We'll see. They don't have a charger here, but they do have the hunt smoke jockey with the spit. Setting up currently at the alleyway. Survivors going to eventually take it up the stairwell.
I guess I'll take this here machine gun.
Chris taking up the back. They're still above on top of these buildings, MK.
They're going to hit the back ones as they transition in. As soon as the next shotgun goes in, they're going to go. Are they going to go now? Here it goes. Yep. Jockey covers, Hunter covers.
Whoa!
Beautiful rolling tri-cap comes in. It doesn't get more textbook than that. The damage will be the maximum they can get due to the spawns that they had. Great attack there and all, I'd have to admit.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It even looked like that spit may be able to get some standing targets. But regardless, locking in a great amount, bringing it around about 5% per hit. So not looking too bad. There's still very much danger ahead. Could have the team getting eviscerated here in a moment's notice by one of these hits. The charger comes out straight forward. Hunter from behind. Jockey rolling caps coming out. Gets cleaned up eventually. Just going to be a meager 3.5% as the team drops it down into the sewers.
Yeah, I think they just wanted to get better spawns. They didn't care. The Charger did get the 10 points, though. Like you said, they managed to salvage what they could, going kind of one at a time. They want to make sure they can hit the next transition. They already get down the sewers. That was a big choke point they just took there.
Yeah.
And that's why you want to be able to hold W and take some of these chokes if you take the spawns very well. And I think that's what kind of got Bocchi pushed up against the wall.
That being said, they are going to have this climb up hit. Kind of got to choose one in some of these scenarios if the team is on tempo, like these survivors have been. As the survivors start to bait it out with the climb up, they're going to be eyeing down a Charger, Smoker, Hunter, and a Spit. Everything starting to spawn in. And the survivors do recognize, of course, that this hit is going to be coming in very shortly.
Oh my goodness, look at them running up and down. Oh, this is such an opportunity for damage. There go. Oh my gosh, they're baiting this so hard. Rochelle fell down. Hunter gets chipped just a little bit though. Man, they are being so patient with this. Oh, he misses. They'll get the pound spit, but that'll be it. Oh, Smoker, I don't know about that. About 30%. Now remember, when Bocchi got to the tank, they were at about, I think, 36% health bonus. And Fear Factory's going to get there with 70.
Right, as well as full DP. They've got Bocchi had about 400 bonus total when engaging this tank. Fear Factory is just shy of 1100. Not quite at the tank yet. Still got one more scary hit. No spit. The charge will not connect. The jockey will for just a moment, but some excellent traversal through these sewers with the tank coming in, MK.
Yes. Wait, what? Okay, I was going to say, if that boomer didn't land, that's ridiculous. But one thing we do got to note before we get Bocchi's tank down here, before Yaya gets ready to commit, is that if we look at the survivors' health, I think they all have to pop their pills on this commit, so they'll get the full 140 pill bonus down with this tank commit, except for Chris, maybe. No, even Chris's 3 punches. I think they all got to pop no matter what. It's going to be risky if they don't, no.
Certainly. Certainly. I do think that they'll wait a little bit before, waiting for the tank to come in here. Got a hunter and a jockey. 10 seconds left on Liu, but Yaya's got plenty of time before he has to commit here. He's just been chipped down ever so slightly, 25 points. We'll see how much bonus they can get rid of here. Bocchi could potentially keep this chapter quite competitive, but it's going to take a hell of a tank. Fear Factory, on the other hand, their tank was pretty much guaranteed. Downsides, yeah, so fast with the slide down. 3 hits onto Chris straight away. Chris will pop his pills, and he will just barely get in there, make it a couple more hits. But with him down, Hunter starts to engage, actually. Charge is in there as well. Survivor's trying to run it back through the sewers. And with the charge already spawned out, he's going to get caught out. They do land with the wall, but that's going to be it. They didn't seem to quite be on the same page there. Charger trying to slow down Fear Factory. And whoa, yeah, going to be restarting the engagement. Jockey's in there on the head, and down goes the tank. Wasn't exactly the super smackdown that Bocchi needed. They will be getting 1 end cap onto Chris. They still have 339 bonus. I don't know, MK. I think Bocchi did a pretty good job there, all things considered. They've got a little bit of chapter left to go as well.
Yeah, phenomenal tank. Yeah, sliding down the way you're supposed to. Able to catch Chris. And he actually also gets I don't know if it was intentional, but it's actually, they're going to go quick here. Oh, they miss it. And they missed the play on the bottom, too. It looks like they're going to walk in with a huge bonus now.
That's very unfortunate for Bocchi. That climb up manhole hit is so impactful, and Fear Factory gets to avoid it altogether. They do have this last chance hit here. Charger, Spitter, Smoker, 3 seconds left on Mui. Survivors approaching the safe room.
Yeah, last hit coming in. The Spitter did manage to stay alive, so they'll have a good opportunity for damage, but we'll see a lead swap one more time unless Bocchi gets a massive hit to deplete all of the bonus. But it's going to be neck and neck going into the last chapter. Let's see what they could do. Charger, Spitter, Jockey, Smoker. All separation cappers. No Boomer, though, to help blind the other survivor if they land a tri-cap. But let's see what they can do. 331 bonus left. Patience coming out from the infected. And it's
so much.
Yeah, look at they now know where the Smoker is. They're going to go chase him. None of his other spawns go. Interesting. Yeah, man, Chris is slow. And they're going to let him go. They're going to go here. Oh, he gets the Charger in. They get the end cap. They close the safe room door.
Double end cap.
Yep, Jockey's going to try to delay this the best that he can. Yes, going to get a spawn. And yeah, can't do anything. The Boomer just couldn't get up to do anything. The Boomer failed there.
Right.
I think he just rocket around the side. It would have been good, but that safe room made 273 bonus. And they take a point delta by 160 points going into the final chapter of this loser bracket. Really big tournament 7 match.
The tug of war continues, MK. We've got Fear Factory versus Bocchi. EU plus NA versus China. We'll see if they send it to the finale or not. This could, of course, be the end. These teams neck and neck as they head into Chapter 4, but as we discussed, most points on the table right here.
Yeah, and I have to agree with Innuendo during that tank commit when when Bocchi got the in cap and the tank ran back for a triple charge when they were running back through the sewer. The tank backed off and decided to throw rocks.
Right.
I think if he just went with it, it could have
Yeah.
led up to the possibility of wiping out. So I do definitely agree with Innuendo in there. But for now, we're just going to have to say of what could have been, and we're going to see another very late tank spawn at 82%. What a tank spawn coming in here now so late. Oh, that's right. There's also a Chapter 5. We could see a finale. It is possible.
Yeah, and this hit is very important here as well. They've got everything that they need to be successful. These special infected do. Charger, Jockey, Hunter, and a Spitter straight out the gate. Jockey, Hunter already spawning in on the side of Bocchi. Charger incredibly impactful here as well. And the charge spawn does come in. Jockey gets knocked away. Charger does not connect. Hunt Spit is all that Bocchi's going to be able to find. It's still sizable. Whoa. Over 8% once everything is said and done.
Yeah, it's a good morale boost for Bocchi there, knowing that they got a point delta taken from them, being able to bounce back, getting some respectable damage with the opening hit, spreading it upon 3 survivors. Bravo, all the way down to 62 null from that opening attack.
Yeah, pretty nasty hit. Hunt Spit was a little bit late to get cleared. All things considered, it makes sense. One boom does come out onto Ellis. Going to be waiting out for those common infected to come in. Another important choke point. We don't often see mayhem unfold here, but it certainly can with the fact that it's a one-way. Jockey spawns in down below. Smoker pulls over. Jockey tries to get in there. Not quite. Charger's going to follow up. No. Cancels out on that. Still going to have a Hunt and a Charger alive for the next hit.
Yeah, just a couple of dings of damage with that. They still keep 90% of their bonus, so they did a much better job negating the damage from the second attack than they did the first. But they're going to have to push on, get by these Cedar Vans, hopefully before spawns get up. Ellis is being very aggressive. Spawns are coming. They choose to back up when they heard the Hunter. And now that will give the infected the chance to set up where they want to. They don't have the best 2 cappers, I would say. There's nothing to alley-oop that Charger with. Just maybe a pound spit, charge, stumble might be what we see coming in here now any second.
Fear Factory continues their way forward. They slow down the tempo, very aware that this hit likely coming from the Cedar Vans. Hunter has already spawned in, gets chipped ever so slightly. Continuing to get chipped down. They send in the charge. It's going to go way wide. Get sidestepped there. The one boom is all they're going to be able to hope for. They do sack into the quad, though, MK.
Yeah, they do, and they're going to have an event horde coming up, and I don't think they're going to have the opportunity to run back to that Hummer. They're going to have to take it probably in a disadvantageous spot for them around here. Maybe by this little shack. Maybe they stay up on top of the event button and just wait there. I don't know. Obviously, if they could, they would run inside the shack and take the quad, but they have to trigger the button and run back, so that's not a chance. They're blocking the Charger spawn, too, and it looks like they might navigate. The Charger is really, truly banking on getting this spawn now. Oh, they give it to him. I don't know if they're going to go for it. The Charger spawns. Here it comes. Jockey gets skeeted out of the sky. The Charger misses. Oh. It's a double cap coming in, and that's going to be good damage as the Smoker is still not cleared yet. They'll get the bonus almost down to a quarter gone, just shy.
The comments surrounding the Smoker target charge somehow misses that. That was so close to being a tri-cap, but didn't quite land. That being said, Charger still gets to get a couple smacks in the face and even it up a bit. They drop down a quarter of the bonus gone as the Jockey hops in for a couple cheeky scratches. Hunter's in there as well, gets one shot skeeted, and the boom spit to finish it off. Right back into a quad they go.
Yeah, we wait for the spawn timers to come up again with a quad, but I don't think it's going to be very easy for them to land when they have their back up against this Humvee. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Kind of all the SI get focused from 4 guns coming from one side. So I guess it's a possibility of them going quick here and maybe sacking again for a quad before a tank, but I think they'll get more hits than that, because I just realized they're only 30% of the way through the map. They got a long way to go to tank yet.
Right, and we see the Chargers ran back very far. It looks like the SIs are eventually going to back up as well to meet that charge. Just a scenario where, you've got a pretty valuable hit here. Don't want to just throw it in when, it's pretty obvious that it's going to be damn difficult to land that. Fear Factory is approaching this closet that they can walk into. We've seen teams be pretty effective at negating quads by using that, but Fear Factory doesn't want to do that. They're going to head onto the train track bridge area. Looks like Chargers pretty poised to send it in pretty damn soon here. Smoker set up on the back end as well. In the meantime, Survivors continue to press forward. Immediate 2 spawns in on the back line. Smoker Tongue will not connect. Charge will not either. And despite all of their best efforts to hold onto this valuable quad, it ends up not being too valuable, MK.
No, not at all. I think maybe this jockey tries to get a hero death jock at the end, but no, he's not. He's just going to just be patient for it.
Weapons over here.
Fear Factory, good job. Quarter HP gone. 56% map progression. Couple more set of spawns they'll have to take here, no, as they have a hunter jockey for the cappers. I expect them to go relatively soon due to them not having the greatest attack here. The jockey will land. The hunter will take the target. They'll get the pound spit. Boomer will land too. And it's going to be another quad sack before tank. They're going to go for it one more time. And I think they'll get it too. Last try before tank.
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to get this quad ready to go. A 5% hit plus the quad setup out of a 2-2. Not too bad. Can't have too many complaints about that. We'll see where this Bocchi squad is able to find an angle onto the Fear Factory. But it's going to be last chance here for Bocchi. Time running out. Over 1,000 bonus still in the hands of Fear Factory. But, of course, we've got the tank right after this quad. They are going to be sending it in, sending the jockey into the fields. Hunter on the opposite end. Charger from behind, running it up. Jockey hops in, not able to find Coach, and they overlap. Smoke not able to find anything either. A jockey on the head. Okay, that's going to be the hit.
Questionable call, the Charger coming from the back, where the Survivors have to go forward. Didn't really work out for them. They got about 4% off. I think they just wanted to get what they could. And this will be the 4th tank of the game for Bocchi the L4D2 into the hands of Vasari. And he has a lot of work he needs to do for his team. He's going to dig out this forklift to bring it into play. And he yeets it out. He's probably going to have to go get it, and he's not going to go get it, which is questionable. But Fear Factory's going to choose to run this back as far as they can, I would think, nah. The question is, how far back are they going to go?
Right, it is a good question. We could see around the cement bags area, perhaps, if they run it all the way back. They certainly could keep running it back. We've got
coming in for their side. Asari's got to make it work. Bringing the logs into play. He's bringing both of them. And looks like this is going to be where Fear Factory takes it now. They're going to stop their retreat here. And he has 2 toys to bring in too, which is even more crazy.
Yeah.
Oh. Gets in a good spot. It's not bad. That was not bad either. As we go live.
Oh! And there is the log to start us off. Ellis gets hit. Charger is going to land. They are going to try to kill off Rochelle, perhaps. No, going to keep going for the Smackaroos. Still got a Hunter, still got a Jockey, and down goes Hydro. Still got 2 left alive. Asari on 3,500 health. Going to be chasing down Fear Factory. Lands a rock. In the meantime, Hunter not going to connect on the back line. Gets skeeted out. 2,500 health left on Asari. Down goes Ellis, and we got 1 left alive. Nick. Nice log is going to kill off Rochelle. 2,000 health left on Asari. This is as good as done and dusted as 2 SIs approach. Jockey dies. Smoke not able to get it. Log straight over the head. But now Asari is going to begin his approach. Nice little rock. No, he won't be able to land that. Smoker gets cleared out. Boom lands onto 2, including Nick. And this is kind of delaying the inevitable here. We'll see if Nick can't do something fantastic He's still got plenty of health, but with the CIs approaching, Rock comes out. That one will get sidestepped as well with the CIs wrapping around, but he gets hit once. Charger misses. This is a clown fiesta here to finish it off against Sheep. He is not going down, but the other survivors will. Hunter finally gonna land, and Fear Factory goes down.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, that was questionable on the pause, and the hittable falls out of the sky onto him when they pause. I don't know about that one. No, that's a little. I know it wasn't intentional, but either way, it leads up to a wipe onto Fear Factory. Now Bocchi can retake the lead by just making the safe room. Now.
Yeah, they certainly can. And we've got some discussion of it continuing. But that is eventually going to be neither here nor there, as we are going to be seeing what Bocchi can do on their survivor side. Going to be eyeing down a very aggressive hit straight out the safe room.
Yeah, I don't know what they're. It looks like they're talking about it a little bit. Hunter's not pleased about it. And Liu says you'll eat that for sure, bro. If we don't pause. But a little bit of discontent between the teams. Hydro not happy about it, but here we go. It's going to be Bocchi's survivor side. They got to play. That log, it might have been correct. I don't know. The only way to find out is to look through the demo of the person who got hit by the hittable. That would be my opinion. Yeah. On high ping, you do teleport back a little bit, but the pings aren't too terrible. But either way, it is in the past now and all. The opening attack is a Hunter Jockey Charger Spitter. Why don't you take it away when they send it in?
Yeah, in the meantime, Bocchi has been able to take control of this house. They do send it in all the same. Hunter's able to ricochet through into the spit. Everything is getting cleaned up, and they will not take much at all. Fear Factory on their back foot, MK.
Yes, indeed. Nick now gets to go out of the room where he was spit blocked and rejoin with their team. Let's see what Fear Factory can do with the next set of spawns. They've only managed to take 1.6 so far off of the survivors' persons. And now they have a one-way drop coming up, which also is only a one-way drop on zone mod. Actually, this fence is open in regular version of this map, just for people that wanted to know. And the reason it's done that is to stop people from running tanks back. There goes a smoke. What a nice tongue cut. That would have been disastrous now if that landed.
Oh, yeah.
Smoker shut down.
Bocchi, they are firing on all cylinders now. They still got a Hunter Jockey boom for the attack. Jockey does land, pulls him right down. The Hunter gonna knock down off the ladder. This is still gonna be a ton of damage. Oh my god, he's wrapped around in the CIs as well. Finally gonna break free, and Fear Factory gets bailed out after that troublesome initial hit where Bocchi was able to take the inside. They get caught way off by that one-way drop down, and that brings them down to 90% bonus.
Yeah, that's a much better take coming out for Fear Factory as far as damage output. Asari looks like he wants to push the issue. He can't because they know there's commons. This is another interesting choke point coming out where survivors just can't really push past without the zombies being able to fall on them as far as special infected with that infected ladder on the other side of the Cedar van. Hunter looks like it wants to come from behind, and all of Bocchi looks like they want to take the right side instead of going between the Cedar vans. Oh, the Hunter's looking here now. I think they send it as soon. Okay, they're separated. They're going to go for it. Hunter is ready. Pounces over. Gets shut down. The Charger misses. Some free spit damage, I think, will go out, but only 1% comes out on that one.
1% is all that Fear Factory is going to be able to find. Bocchi has free reign here for the moment, and Ellis is going to send it all the way through, start the event, and run back.
Yep, it is triggered. They are retreating. Spawns are up, and I think they will hit upon the retreat back. Hunter's already ready to go. Charger can't find nothing. They're going to wait here. The survivors, they put their back up against the train track. Spawns are walking their way in. Charger misses. Hunter and Jockey took the same target, unfortunately, which means, and actually, believe it or not, it's actually pretty good damage. It's about 7% coming out there. I think there was a lot of common damage going in there.
I think you're right. I mean, that hit was so close to being a tri-cap as well. Once again, But Bocchi breaks free of it, still taking a ton of damage as they back towards the Humvee to chill out for a bit while they wait for the event to play out.
They have a tri-cap spit again. No charger though. They're gonna go quickly. Hunter tries to fight it, finds a sorry. Free spit goes out. Almost a double cap. The clear on the Hunter was slow too. Oh my goodness, no! What a capitalization from what they had with their spawns. No charger. They still get good damage in my opinion.
Seriously, they are making it happen here. It has been a tug of war in true fashion, as still Bocchi, you know, they get through the hard hits and then they let the easier ones through.
Reloading.
Just very well executed by Fear Factory. They are going to set up for another hit, 2 set up behind the Humvee. They do eventually start to wrap around. It's going to be a Hunter Charger, Boomer, and a Smoke set up for Fear Factory. And for the time being, it looks like they are going to back it up towards the train tracks.
Yeah, I do believe. I'm curious to see if they're going to attempt a death charge possibility. It's almost impossible on this side, but it can be done. They'd have to grab the person in the front and pull them forward to get him separated, to get him in between those two pillars there. It's a tough spot to pull off, but let's see if they could do it. Looks like the smoker pull wants to go in the back. Charger's going to capitalize. Hunter was coming from the front. Boomer's going to come from the top. Let's see if they do so. Hunter is up. Here comes the smoker. Charger walking his way in. The Hunter lands. The Charger doesn't get anything. He got a little greedy. I'm not going to lie, though. It looked like he might have had a pinata opportunity on Nick in the back there and just beat the crap out of him. All right, Boomer has died. He gets a proxy at the end. This will allow Bocchi to keep pushing. They have officially taken Bocchi under 70% damage, so they have officially done more damage, in my opinion, from the other side. And Yaya is actually slow, not Mui Nah, and he is not taking his pills, which means the infected will get more opportunities for damage on the output.
We do have this hit coming in. Hunter will get...
And then the day after that, Jockey's going to latch on here. Charger gets melted. And then at 10 a.m. Eastern on Sunday, 9 Nah is going to be having Ascendant versus Diesel. Home and away game, Nah.
Oh,
That is going to be an impressive one, and it's not going to be very high ping for home and away either. We're going to have some yellows on both sides, if I remember correctly, due to it being EU against China.
All right. In the meantime, Bocchi versus Fear Factory continues to play out. They've reached the cement bags. Hunter runs in stealth mode, does eventually come in here, ricochets through. Nice little team ski. Everything gets cleaned up. 973 bonus for Bocchi as they bring in the tank very shortly here.
Yes, indeed. I didn't even know you could jump on top of that fence over there. Did you see that? Rochelle was on that stone wall on the right. That means you could probably go out of bounds. That's interesting to see, but either way, just something you notice when you're a map maker. But we do have a Boomer, Charger, Jockey, Hunter in this open area. I don't know if they're going to get anything, but they got to try. They have 1% to send it in. Asari's about to spawn the tank. Charger is up, and that is not going to land as he becomes the tank. And it will be what possibly could be the last tank of the game for Fear Factory into the hands of Dr. Sheep. Question is, now, how far back are they going to run this tank?
Yeah, it is an important question. We see the forklift get ditched once again. He is going to have these 2 logs to play with. As we've seen, they can be quite deadly. They have the 1 boom onto Rochelle as well.
Yes, he also popped his pills. Yeah, has officially popped. And it looks like they're going to wait here, too. I thought there was a possibility they run it all the way back, but they're not going to. It might have been the safer call, but they don't want to have to navigate the whole map and just in case they lose their pills. And yes, I do also hope there's no more pauses, but sometimes there are situations, guys, and pauses are needed to make the game more balanced if stuff happens. But either way, here it comes. He's bringing his hittables into play. This is big for Fear Factory. Bonus at 58.6%. Oh, it goes on, almost hits Asari. Asari doesn't get hit. He has a survivor split 2 and 2. He's got to be careful to hit this too far forward, or they will push him. And here is the commit. He is on his way in. Hunter is up. That log is going to be on the right. I don't think he could go for it. Oh, he's going to go for it. Did the survivors push forward? They can't. Infected are there. He pops it over. Can he? No, he doesn't, but he splits the survivors. They're back to regrouping. Sheep is already down to 3K. Here goes the tank. He gets his first punch. Smoker Tongue misses, unfortunately. He punches another survivor by the log. He misses the log. He misses the punch, too. There goes another punch. Jockey has found a survivor. There is an in cap. The hunter gets skeeted. One more rock from Sheep. It does land. Oh, and he gets an in cap. That is huge. And that should be the end of the tank. And that was huge, Nall. That lowers the bonus by a lot. And now it's going to be a nail biter to the safe room. Let's see what the bonus is when they get to pick up 329. Yeah, he's going to have to pop those pills, I think. And he does. 20% bonus, Nall, and 30% map left. It is so close.
You know, MK, I think Asari kind of took a free log to the face there. He absolutely could have wrapped around the cinder blocks, but he thought that tank was going to go down. Did not quite happen. They did get bailed out on one of the logs, just barely missing, but that one will land. Fortunately for Bocchi, they didn't need any bonus to win this after Chapter 4 like we were talking about. They still got about 300 left. They are going to be approaching some hits, but they don't have much chapter left to play through.
No, and they got a quad, which is, I don't know why they sacked the spitter when they're inside now. I thought for sure you'd want to spit inside. I think now it's a little bit better for Bocchi, I would say, as far as not having to worry about a charge spit. They just got to make sure they kill the spawns. 294 bonus left. Why don't you take the hit when they decide to send this in now?
Okay, Bocchi breaks into the warehouse. They've cleared out all those commons. Still taking it very carefully. Smoker set up on the back end. Hunter already spawns in around one of the shells. Charger not going to find it. Smoker gets cleared out. Jockey still hopping around. Still got the Charger alive. Being chased down, trying to go in for some smacks. Gets cleaned up. And they did take about 50, 60, but they were going to be able to continue hopping through. They find a set of pills. They press forward. And Bocchi's going to be locking it up after just like one more hit. Maybe two if they can. No, it doesn't look like it's just going to be one, MK.
Yeah, they're fast. They pop pills. They're holding W. They only got a 2-2 to deal with. And they are going to retake the lead. It's just going to become down to Fear Factory's decision to go for Chapter 5. I mean, finales are always played by default. That's the benefit for them. They'll get the pound spit. This will make it a lot better. It might not be an in cap. They'll get the bonus down to 179. And we might see an exit from Fear Factory, or are we going to Chapter 5 in RBT 7?
I want to see them send this finale. Their tournament life is on the line. Take it to finale, Fear Factory.
And we are. We're going Chapter 5. Let's go.
Love to see it. They had some issues with the pauses. They don't want to end their tournament life here. They want to gamble it on the finale. Is definitely close enough. Just a few hundred points separating these two teams as we take it to Chapter 5, Final Road.
Let's go. We don't get to see this map very often. I'm telling you now, it is very difficult. Extremely difficult to make some points up on this map. It is tough, but I love to see it. It's not very much chance or opportunity, nonetheless, that we get to cast map 5 of Detour Ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I've been casting Detour Ahead after Detour Ahead on my channel and have yet to see it come up during all of RBT 7, despite how many matches have been played here. We are going to see the hit straight outside the safe room. Boomer, Spitter, Smoker, Hunter. They're set up, ready to go. Rochelle hops out, brings it back in. And they're going to be waiting it out. They do eventually send it. Blitzkrieg out of the safe room. Team skied onto the Hunters. Smoker will get cleaned up. And that is going to be the first hit in the books on this finale.
Yep, and they got to push. Get this finale started. They got a pretty good way to go to get to the end of this. Jumping over on top of the bus. It's been a long time since I've done this finale now. I'm going to be honest with you.
Right there with you, buddy.
And it's a long run. Long run. So let's see what the infected could do. It's a lot of out in the open area. Common flying into the heavens. My goodness. The Boomer goes in, misses. The Common almost landed on his head on the survivor. Boomer gets killed off. Charger wants to come from the front. It does. It splits the survivors. Hunter gets shut down. Jockey almost figuring it out. Oh, nope, not able to get Nick, but gets a scratch, I think. And that is it. And wow, That tank is so early.
Yeah, he's in there.
I don't even know if there's another tank or not. It's been that long now. I have no idea. Oh, the cars exploded, but they didn't fly everywhere. I don't know if you saw that, but they flew apart.
Yeah. But look at how many cars he has got for his perusal. Sorry, he gets brought back by the smoker for just a moment. He will be able to get back in there. Ooh, cars are over.
Bro, there's
Going to
so
continue
many.
to be avoided. Oh my God, it's raining cars.
There are so many hittables for this tank. He's got to be careful not to punch too many forward now. If he punches this one out of play, he's being very risky. Sorry, getting greedy for this chip. I don't know about the play. I like getting greedy and all, but this is really aggressive, being that far up to that hittable.
Yeah.
He gets a couple hundred. He's rewarded for it. And now this tank has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hittables in play with the possibility of more. He is still first pass. He's going to leave that one in the front just in case. Now he's going to jump through the big rig. He now has another car in. He's going to pop it over. Oh, it doesn't do in caps. They're only damage cars. So they're not incapable cars.
My God.
And that is going to change everything for Fear Factory. Oh, the bank shot off the lamppost. No way. Here it comes. The charger lands. It gets cleared up. The pounce stumble. And he gets survivors stuck inside the tent. He's going to guarantee his in cap. He misses the punch, though. He misses again.
Oh, no.
And
Oh,
Bravo only gets one hit.
Wow. These survivors are insanely healthy. 1151 bonus post tank in the hands of Bocchi. They're going to continue plowing through here. Going to have a boomer and a spit joined by Smoker Charge for the next hit for Fear Factory. We'll see what they can do, but that tank could not find a whole lot. Okay, they sack into that quad.
Yeah, and I'm trying to see. The distance is only 600. I didn't even see that. So I noticed that it's not worth 800 points as well, so this is even more difficult for a burn on the morale for Fear Factory. It's going to be hard. I don't even know where the end of this map is going to be. I don't even know if they're going to get another tank. I am really puzzled what we're going to see. We'll have to see. Here comes the quad try-doll. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Stop shooting me!
We do have the hunters set up behind the bus, jockey on the opposite end.
Hey, I'm reloading.
A kind of four-corner approach out of the SIs, if they can get their spawns. And they continue to be patient. In the meantime, Bocchi clears out the commons.
Reloading.
The spawns are in. Charger will get sidestepped, but it will be a double cap on the back line. Charger getting a couple smacks. Jockey finally gets cleared off, and it will be a decent chunk of damage.
Yeah, that was actually really, really good hit from Fear Factory. They needed that for the bounce back. And it's really unfortunate for the infected team that these hittables do not in-cap. They only do 24% damage like a punch, which is the mimic of the bridge finale. They trigger the alarm. I don't think it really matters since there's already a non-stop common infected wave coming in, so it's pretty irrelevant. As they're coming up on the end of the map, I think, it says they're 100% way out. I don't know where this rescue vehicle is. Let's see what they could do with this 2-2 Hunter Charger. Interesting, no?
Yeah, very interesting. Unfortunately for Fear Factory, they have not been able to get a whole lot done on their SI side so far. And in order to get the comeback, they really obviously needed to start with that to give them that window of opportunity. That being said, they only are a couple hundred points down, so still a coin flip, but a very impressive Survivor side so far. The Hunter Charge comes in, Hunter gets team skidded. Charge comes out into the Charge Spit, but it'll be cleared too quickly. The Spit Boom run out, and they will be walking into the helicopter and running away with over 2/3 of the bonus. Oh my God, I think Bocchi might have done it.
Yeah, I think the Bocchi for Left 4 Dead 2 will progress in RBT 7. That is a huge bonus. We'll have to do some math now, but I think they're gonna have to walk in pretty much unscathed to take the lead, if it's even possible.
Well, fortunately for us, it seems like they've done the math for us. Need 600 with 1,082 bonus. So we're gonna need a tank that was at least as good as Bocchi's Survivor as far as how they dealt with that tank. And then they're gonna need perfection on the follow-up. They've got a hit straight out the gate, Smoker, Boomer, Hunter, and a Spitter. Boomer trying to get in there. Does find Rochelle. Hunter follows up, not quite.
And no commons though, because the event hasn't been started. They don't have to worry about the commons.
Right.
Smoker gets a pull. They don't want this thing. They need to skeet this Hunter. Oh, they picked the Spitter. That's even better now.
Nice.
They still lose about 1.6 though, but they'll be able to push on. And I got to admit with the crowd on this in chat, and I think this finale is El Pupe. El Garbo. Caca poo poo. That's what I gotta say.
It certainly explains why we've seen so little of it. We are going to have the tank coming in shortly for Bocchi. That first hit was not effective by them. It was cool to see the Hunter kind of disengage there to avoid getting stumbled by the Boom. Was still able to lock in a bit there. The Spit did get cleared. We've got the Boom and a Jockey. Boom doesn't find anything. Charger wraps around from the bus. Going to get sidestepped pretty damn easily there. Jockey gets cleaned up. Fear Factory not taking any damage as they approach the spawn in on the tank. It's going to be in the hands of Liu.
Yeah, this is the final tank of this tournament match for RBT7's loser bracket quarterfinal. It is going to be Liu, who needs to clean up for his team. Probably getting an in-cap will win. They need to get the bonus down. But what was it? 1,000 and what was it?
1,082.
82, which means they only have 113 points to spare, and is not a lot at all, now.
Yeah, they are going to need basically a perfect tank here. And of course, it's not said and done once they do that, but that's how they're going to start off with their path to victory. In the meantime, it looks like Liu is going to be opening a used car shop or something, because he has got a full selection. That car is just barely missing the heads of Fear Factory. But don't worry, he's got about 5 more he can hit in here.
They're doing a good job on chipping him up. They got to watch their ammo. Look at their ammo. It's very low. Bravo is almost out. Slideshow is getting low. Oh, they grab ammo right there. Never mind. He's going to split the survivors here. He's not able to split them. He does get a punch, though. Oh, and he's separated. He can't get pounced, or it's a disaster. He can't get charged. He can't get pulled, and he does it. Oh, he clutches it. But the rock lands. The bonus is down to 115, and that is disastrous for Fear Factory. They only have about 30 points left to lose. That rock hurt so much. No, so much.
They can still do it, MK. This is crazy. They survive the tank. They take basically no damage. They completely flip the script here, and they are going to need a perfect round, but it's certainly possible. It's just wide open area. Okay, Rochelle going to be able to avoid the spit. They hold on to 11-13. Again, they need 1,000.
Spawns are going to be up shortly.
Reloading.
Actually, no, they're going to have to wait for Liu. Liu gets all the spawn timers, so they're going to be able to navigate through this map.
Gotta reload.
They got to slow down. Look at all the commons. They're getting common locked.
Right.
They cannot get common locked.
Even something as simple as a CI scratch, something they cannot afford to have happen. They drop down from 11-13 to 11-08, and the margin of error continues to close. Quad set up, ready to go for Bocchi. They look like they want to go from under the bridge, the old bridge troll attack. They're going to send in the Hunter, the Smoker. They both connect. Jockey's hopping in from the tree. Charger connects into the wall. That is going to be it. Bocchi will be taking the victory, and Fear Factory will be departing from Really Big Tournament 7.
Yes, it will be. That will be enough points. And remember, if that last rock didn't hit, they'd have 11-20. They would still have 40 points to spare, but that would have been what if. Let's see what they could do. They still have 16% of the map to go through. The victory can't be gotten, but they want to make it as close as possible. Boomer goes in for a stack. I think the Spitter might stack too. As they'll try to end it in fashion. I don't think looks like the way Fear Factory is playing, they might still have a chance, but they don't. Bonus down to 1,002 now. Almost under 1,000. Last hit coming in now.
Okay, and this hit will be the send-off here. Fear Factory has taken it all the way into the finale, not just all the way into the finale, all the way into the helicopter of the finale, but they do not have enough points to make it happen. The 3+1 with the spit coming in, Hunter from the back. They've still got the 3 in cappers ready to go. Hunter will eventually get toe up. Charger gets cleared out as well, and that is going to be it.
Yeah, that will be Fear Factory making the safe room with a very large bonus, but it won't be enough to mount the comeback. The GGs go out, and we'll do the final tally. As we throw out a hashtag, discreet was not the problem. Let's do it. Discreet was not the problem. 4,606 to 4,460. Bocchi goes on. One more round in Fear into the loser bracket. What a game, nah.